Thank you for joining me once again for another Woman on a Hustle, or Women on a Hustle, however you want to call it. I am doing my thing and I am interviewing two wonderful people at two wonderful locations. First, we have the beautiful John Francis. Let me tell you, he is easy on the eyes and he's smart. He is the owner or co-owner of Vino Libro in Glen Park. And then we have the beautiful, although women ain't my thing, Myra Cornwell is truly a beautiful, inspiring, smart woman who owns Azul Day Spa. They're both going to tell you how they did it and how you can do it too. We also have the lovely, talented, she's also my boss, so I gotta say that, but she really is lovely and talented, Tracy Cruz, a short film called Special. Look at it, watch us, and let me know how you like it. I'll be back with you in a minute. Thank you. Today, we're interviewing John Francis, co-owner of Vino Libro, a hot, new, trendy wine cafe in East Atlanta. With every woman on a hustle, there is a man with a plan. And so John Francis is our man with a plan this week. Hi John, how are you?
Great, Emily. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate this opportunity to come into this wonderful place. Tell us, John, how did the concept of opening a wine cafe come about?
Back in March of '05, I was at dinner with Melanie Wilson. She and I owned this together, and we were sort of declaring our love for each other. And she just described her dreams for the future, and I was listening very closely and just tried to extract her dreams and see what I could do to make them possible.
Did you make her dreams come true?
So far it seems. I know that Melanie's very well known, and the bar has gotten some notoriety. It's a lot of work. You know, before the bar becomes real, you envision it and you envision all the good things, but you know, most entrepreneurs will tell you it's a lot of hard work.
Tell me, John, what were you doing before Vino Libro? Are you just a pretty face, or is there something behind you?
I worked in corporate America, like many folks. I spent 13 years with the company, and just clawed my way forward. And after doing it for a while, I wanted to change and just sort of stack my chips up and roll the dice with this, and started creating some businesses.
Well, you were more than just in corporate America. I hear that you were really a big baller in corporate America. You weren't just some average, everyday Joe. You know, you really did something in corporate America.
I'm proud of what I did, and I guess while it's happening, you don't think of yourself that way. You always feel like you have more responsibility than you're ready for, and so I never really thought of it in those terms, but I certainly advanced where I was, and I'm happy with my time. You know, there's lots of things we'd all change, but by and large, my 13 years with that company were very gratifying.
You've done so much in such a short time, because you're pretty young. You're just 40, and to have been a CEO of a major corporation, and then to just kind of put that aside and decide that you're gonna, after having so much and doing so much, to just risk all that, to own your own thing, to do your own thing. That takes a lot of guts.
I think I've learned about myself that I really get a kick out of helping people realize their dreams. One of the reasons why we're so close, in my opinion, is not just because you're wonderful and I like your cheesecakes and think they've got a lot of promise, but I've enjoyed sort of being there with you while your dream was coming to life, and anything I could do to help, made my day. And I think that's just the way I am in general. I think a lot of people that are curious about entrepreneurship or have a dream but are just unsure of how to take the first step, I enjoy meeting them and trying to help pull that out of them some more and encourage them that what's really in their head can be reality. Just take a small step towards it, and it starts to get real. And those things excite me. And that's excited me about knowing you. You and I have sat and had countless meetings, business planning sessions, and all of those things. And just to see you sort of be passionate about what you're doing, just like I saw, with Melanie and I be passionate about getting this off the ground. Those things energize me. They're satisfying.
Do you think your next phase would be perhaps becoming a business coach or a business advisor, helping folks follow their dreams? I could see that in you. I could see you, they have career coaches. I could see you being an entrepreneur's coach. Helping startups.
I've certainly made enough mistakes where I think the things that others might consider, I'd be able to point them out a little bit. That certainly has benefited me. I don't think I view myself with the same high regard that you do, but I enjoy sitting around talking with people who have a passion about these things and lending an ear or lending some thoughts. And I can do that, countless hours in the day. And whether that's called coaching, business coaching or otherwise, I don't necessarily view it that way as much as it's something I enjoy. It's something that I've learned a lot from mistakes I've made or successes I've had. I don't mind talking about them.
I can smell a good hustle, and I think that, and because you've been my mentor and you know so much, professionally, personally, just kind of like a business guru, I think that would be the next chapter. I've always told you should write a book, a how-to book. You could be, and you're cute too. You could be a little boy toy entrepreneur maker.
Can we not put that in there?
Oh yes. So tell us a little bit more about Vino Libro. Tell us about the concept. I know that it's a wine and book cafe, but I didn't really go into that. So tell us about it.
Yeah. Well, in the last 5 or 10 years, the popularity of wine, all the activities around wine have grown. And they've, reached different communities more deeply. And I think it's obvious to most people in the market that wine attracts people's attention these days, particularly, people that have a certain level of income or enjoy a certain lifestyle, just to be out with, folks that are mature, that aren't going to cause a lot of problems, who can enjoy each other's company. If you take wine as the beginning point and start building everything around it, a lot of what we have at Vino Libro is built around wine. So what do you enjoy when you're doing wine or drinking wine or enjoying wine? Well, you enjoy comfort. You enjoy something light to eat. So a lot of people like to read or be introspective or engaging. And so everything that we've done, whether it's the fireplace, the size of the meals on our menu, incorporating books, all of it's built around the presumption that people would like to be out of their house doing those things, but not feel like they're in a club, not feel like they're standing in line or in a crazy bustling place. Sort of an alternative living room that we've used that phrase a lot. And when you start with wine and we build things around it, from the fireplace to the menu, it seems to have caught people's attention. And the nice thing is that the people who have attended Vino Libro, who've come, have bought into the concept and almost helped us protect it. We don't really have dress codes and admission and all that. The folks that come here really care about what's been created, and we've been able to get some real legitimate ambassadors who go out there and talk about the concept, and I think that's really sort of given us a good reputation, if you will.
Do you see a bunch of Vino Libros across the country?
Yeah, I do. I think lots of people that come here ask about, how we're going to take the concept and make it grow. And we're being very measured and careful about that. But I do think there's some pieces of the concept that you can definitely apply it elsewhere. And now that we've been open since August of 2006, it's time for us to consider those things during the upcoming year.
I think that's great. I can't tell you guys to go to Vino Libro. All I can tell you is if you've never been to Vino Libro, then you need to find out where it is John's going to tell you where they're located. And if you want to just feel like you're home, but you don't have to do the dishes afterwards, seek it out. So where are you located, John?
You can certainly go to our website for directions, www.vinolibro.com. We are at 933 Garrett Street, Atlanta, Georgia 30316, which is just off of Interstate 20, exit 59B, Glenwood Avenue, if you're headed 20 East. We've been here since August of '06. Give us a call, 404-624-3643 for directions and information.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank you, Karen.
And just for folks that don't know, what is the, we know Vino means wine. What does Libro mean?
Books. Wine and books.
Wine and books.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you wanted to you really didn't know what it meant, but you want to act like you know what it meant, now you know, because I didn't know in the beginning.
There you go.
Hey, John, I have one more question. What wine would you recommend? What's your favorite wine? We know that you have different wines for different foods, but if you wanted something, just a nice wine to serve to your guests, what would you do? What would you say?
Well, I'm partial to red wines myself, although we have lots of wonderful whites. I'm partial to red wines, and since I'm a meat eater, I tend to look to something that goes well with meat. We have a lot of blends here that are nice. There's a South African that we're drinking right now that's Cab Sauv and Merlot. It's a nice one. It's called Bowling. It's the one I'm drinking this week. The nice thing about our selection is we change it up quite a bit. There's always something, some new adventure to go on. But I tend to look for reds that I can eat with some meat or drink with some meat.
Okay, well that's great.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that you're a meat eater. You're not one of those vegans. I'm just playing, y'all. We like vegans too, but vegans don't eat cheesecake.
Oh boy!
But we still like vegans.
Vegans can have red wine.
Yeah, vegans can have red wine.
There you go.
No meat in it. Okay. Thank you, John.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Tracy.
We have Miss Myra Cornwell of Azul Day Spa. Hi, Myra. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Great.
Thank you for inviting us here. This place is lovely.
Thank you.
And I know our viewers want to know more about you and about the spa. So I just want you to just do your thing and just tell us who you are, how you got started, and the whole nine.
Well, let's start with me.
Yes.
Talking a little bit about my background. Been in the cosmetic beauty industry for 18 years. Actually worked for companies like Nordstrom as a cosmetic manager, worked for companies like Victoria's Secret Beauty, worked for other spas in the industry for about 4.5 years. So my background is really more beauty, retail, and spa. So how this whole idea came about is obviously being in the industry that long, it gives you a lot of background, a lot of information to work with. And this is an idea I've had for 10 years, but over the last 4 years, it really started coming together for me. So I started putting the plan together, focusing more, and within that focus, the last 4 years, this is what happened.
That's a wonderful thing. Now tell me, you said you've been in the beauty business for 18 years.
Right.
That's amazing. They are child labor laws. So you couldn't have started
Bless
at
your
12.
word. Started at 17, around 17, 18 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as someone as beautiful as you would think that you would have been, it's natural for you to be in the beauty industry, but you would have thought that you would have been in front of the camera opposed to being behind the scenes in the merchandising part of it.
Right.
Have you ever thought about being a model?
That's interesting that you would say that, and thank you for the compliment, but I am a very behind the scenes person. I like to give the credit to the team because it's really not about me, it's about them. So I'm very much Ethan doing this is great doing this, but I would like to give credit more to the people that are in front of the scene and me being behind the scene because I'm more humble, so I don't really like being out in the forefront like that. So
okay. So tell us about Azul, and what does Azul mean?
Azul means blue in Spanish.
Okay.
Because blue really talks about so many different things. It can mean color, it can mean mood, it can mean environment. So
soothing and peaceful.
Yes, very relaxing. So that's how we
Absolutely.
came up with the whole concept of Azul. Is the name just means blue in Spanish, and blue was just too boring. So just to say blue spa to me didn't really capture what it is that we're all about because we're many things. We're not not just blue. So by saying Azul, it's a broad range for everybody that can really relate to what it is that we focus on. And talking about what we focus on, we are an aromatherapy spa, so we really
I can tell. And I am very much into fragrances, and
Great.
I love scents, and it smells wonderful. It really does.
Well, that's perfect even for you saying that, because what we do is it's very individualized type of services that we do. So here at Azul, because of the fact that we do really focus on specialized aromatherapy treatments, we basically, like for Kelly, if you come in, maybe your whole focus that day is to relax. So we are going to use therapeutic oil specifically for you. Maybe the next person that comes in needs to de-stress. So we're going to use specific de-stress aromatherapy oils for that person. So it's really designed specifically for what the client needs, and not just a cookie cutter service for everybody. So that's really what Azul is all about. But in addition to aromatherapy, massage, we offer facials, we offer body treatments, nail services, a little bit of everything, but we really try to focus on the therapeutic aspect, and aromatherapy is part of the therapeutic aspect.
Yes, it smells heavenly. Now tell me about these massages.
Yes.
You do the full body massages.
Full body massage,
Okay.
and we really incorporate, I'm sure you may have heard of the term Swedish massage. Well, for us, it's not just Swedish. We basically use what is called an East and a West technique that we incorporate in the Swedish massage, and the reason we do that is because it really allows the aromatherapy oils to do their job. So it is some Swedish, but not just that. There are different types of techniques that we use so that we can make sure that we're giving you specifically what it is that you need.
A lot of people have a lot of ideas. They want to do things, and they're scared to just step out there.
Right.
And a lot of times for me, they say, how could you give up corporate America? Corporate America gave me up.
Right.
So I had to sink or swim.
Because there was something better for you.
Absolutely. Well, they say every time a door closes, there's another one open.
Yes.
But there's sometimes when you're in the hallway,
Right.
When you just kind of just hanging in the middle.
Right.
And there are people that are hanging in the middle right now that are watching us, that they just don't know. They have an idea, they want to step out, and they don't have enough faith in themselves. So what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, first of all, let me touch on the being in the hallway, because I think that's preparation. I think we are all prepared, and there is a transition. Even for me, being in the industry as long as I was, in the industry 18 years, now here is the business. It didn't happen 18 years ago, it happened now, because maybe my hallway was that preparation period. So it's okay to have that preparation period, but you also have to take the necessary steps. You can't just have an idea and consistently think about it every day with no action. So it's about taking action. Highly, highly recommend anyone that plans on opening a business. You have a business, try to work in that industry in some form or fashion if you can. I was actually doing 2 jobs at once. I was working for a retail establishment and working in a spa at the same time, because I wanted to gain that spa experience to see, 1, could I do it? 2, do I enjoy it? So I definitely recommend somebody needs to get into that industry and learn as much as you can about that industry. And once you feel like, okay, this is really what I want to do, then you have to take those necessary realistic steps. I actually have a consultant with the Small Business Administration, and the SBA is a free program that most people don't know about. You can go on sba.org. If you're not really sure how to research it, you can find a consultant in your area and start there, because they are going to tell you things that you don't know. How to start your business plan, how to put your business plan together, where to look for financing. Most people don't know, where do I go for financing? So they taught me things that I didn't know. I had the skill set, but I didn't know what else to do at that point. So you got to start somewhere and get past the fear. We're all afraid when we first start, but you can't let fear grip you, because if you do, it'll hold on forever. So you just got to get out there and do it.
Absolutely.
And get past that.
You got to think about, be scared of what will happen if you don't follow your dreams. That's what you need to be scared about.
Right.
What ifs? What if you spend a whole life and not followed your dreams?
Exactly.
So,
and if you and I both had sat around and just said, well, what if, you wouldn't be where you are, and I wouldn't be a woman on the hustle.
Absolutely. And where I am right now is not where I'm going to be. And we have to just keep that in mind. We absolutely have to keep that in mind.
Yes, we do.
I wanted to also ask for a tour.
Absolutely. So I'm going to take you into the first room, which is actually right here to our left.
Okay.
This is our nail room. You can come on in. We have a private room that we do all of our manicures and pedicures in one room, where you can actually sit back and relax, and you don't have to have groups of people having services at once. And we do a chakra, what we call a chakra balancing manicure and pedicure. Chakra stones, absolutely. So we do those for the manicure and the pedicures.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, these are actually our restroom areas. As you can see, here's one, and then we use all slate and natural colors, very relaxing. Even going into the bathroom should be sort of a relaxing experience. Absolutely. We also have an area behind you where we have lockers, so when clients come in, they can actually lock up their belongings.
And I hear that you've gotten a couple of awards, a couple of big things have happened lately, so
Absolutely.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been great. Actually, we received 2 awards so far. We actually received Best of Atlanta magazine for 2007. So we were voted one of the best new aromatherapy day spas. And we also received Best by City Search 2007-2008. So those were great that we received those accolades and great awards.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All right.
And again, thank you for showing us the tour, allowing us in your space, staying late on a rainy Sunday night.
My pleasure.
I appreciate that. And you are actually the first woman that we've interviewed on Women on a Hustle.
Wow. Well, then I feel very privileged to be a woman on a hustle, and I hope that I'm setting a standard now. So I hope
Absolutely.
I did.
So thank you so much for sharing and staying late and making it possible.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Big man, dirty south style like this.
I did not work. I did not allow it is lunchtime. Exactly. I was going to be eating some of that eye candy. Girl, eye candy is always the best candy. And I love chocolate.
See him in the red tee? He's the love of my life. He doesn't know it yet. Oh, hi. I'm Mia. This is my best friend, Flo. We work at the library. And here's my friend, Indy. They keep me grounded. I spend all day around books. I love books. And one day, I'm going to have a book on these shelves. But meanwhile, I live for lunch, and for lunch, I live.
Let my hair down, be like, look, brother, let me tell you something. I have been digging you for so long, and I think it's about time you let me be the ball in your court.
Ooh, Mia. You see that?
Phenomenal. That's my baby's daddy.
I'd like to put him on my honeydew list. Ooh, it's been a long time since I had a young, fine tenderoni like that. Ooh, look at him shooting them whoops, girl.
Girl.
You know what the good book says, train up a child.
There's nothing juvenile but that beautiful specimen of a man over there. How do you think he is anyway?
I know he's got to be legal, at least 21 or 22. At least.
Do you think?
Look, Mia, I don't even want to hear that. You are a beautiful young woman. Don't worry about age. Age ain't nothing but a number.
And the present is the present. And he would be a nice president. Oh, he would be a nice president.
Well,
oh, he would be a nice president.
Right.
And make sure she doesn't put him under her tree.
I know that's right. Tell her, Indy. She know me.
He would be a nice president. And I love her and I know her, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to approach that.
Go on and do it, sister.
I love her, but I know she'll go after my man.
Well, get on up, girl. Take care of your business.
You know what? I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh, you're coming. They're coming.
We got to help her, girl, because you know she's going to start all that. What I'm saying is, I can't do it. I can't do it. Go, girl. Remember to breathe. Breathe. Go.
Let me get my sexy walk on. My girl. This is just a regular person. We all breathe the same air.
How many points you had? You had about what? 20, 25?
25 points.
Yeah, I taught you well.
Hey, wow. How you doing?
You're really nice up there. I'm Mia. What's your name?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Seth.
Hi, Seth. How are
This is
you?
my little brother, Steven. Steven, say hello.
Say hello.
Hello. Hello, Steven.
Hello, Steven.
Steven doesn't look so little to me.
He's autistic.
Oh, what?
Autistic?
Well, he had some art skills going on.
I mean,
you know.
echolalia.
Oh, yeah, I was checking the way he was laying up them shots, you know. Is that what they call it?
But
Echo?
actually, echolalia.
You mean like a painter or something?
Well, it's like to repeat everything you say every time you talk, and it's kind of like a tape recorder.
Tape recorder.
What do you mean? Like, he's special?
Yeah, it's autistic.
Well, he
Let me
looks
see.
so...
Let me see, ball.
I mean, I seen him on the basketball court, and he didn't look all echo to me.
Well, you know, he's pretty normal, you know, on the basketball court. You would never know. You know, as a matter of fact, he's pretty dominant, you know, but the only time you can tell is when he does his little happy dance.
Happy dad. Happy dad. Happy dad. Happy dad.
Yeah, okay. I'm rather embarrassed. I didn't know. That's beautiful what you're doing. That's a very, very beautiful thing. And
Well, thank you very much.
it was really nice meeting you guys. You guys,
Steven, shake your hand. Shake your hand.
Bye, Steven. It was nice
Bye,
meeting you. My girls are gonna love this. You guys take care.
Man, they be coming at you left and right, young and old, all age groups. You ain't even got a clue. Wish I had half of what you had. I'd be all right.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Let's get on out of here, man. Let's take you home. Cook you some food or something.
Now, wasn't that wonderful? Was I lying? Is John Francis not easy on the eyes, ladies? And Myra is a hot chick, and I'm not into women, but she's a hot chick. And they're both smart, bright, they're doing their thing. And Tracy Cruz, wasn't that short film clip special? It's called special, but wasn't it special anyway? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. And we appreciate it. So for the hustle in you, the hustle in me, the hustle in all of us, we wish you well and be blessed. Thank you.